folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Legends. We just saved the shop owner from the ruins in the previous part, but now there's word of pirates that are about to attack the city, and now we need to go and make sure Gramps is alright inside. So, let's head on in and enter the city. Oh, but first I think we have time for another round of Kick the Can into the Bakery. So let's get ourselves another 1,000 zenny while we're at it. Getting lined up for this can take a little doing. Okay, this is going to be a tricky shot. Okay, one more. Oh, come on, get in there! There we go. Nice shot! Alright. And as we can see, we've got some kids blocking the way. Hey, we're having a secret meeting. Get out of here! If I'm careful, I should be able to get close without them noticing. And here it instructs us to hold the circle button, and that will actually allow us to walk around instead of running, and that will allow us to sneak up on their conversation undetected. So, don't mind me, don't mind the fact that I'm walking right in front of you, just casually walking by, not eavesdropping at all. Whisper, whisper. That girl looks suspicious, I tell you. Whisper, whisper. She has to be a pirate. She said she was looking for treasure. Whisper. No one believes us. We're gonna have to get to her ourselves. Hey, someone's spying on us. It's that blue guy again. Come on, everybody, let's go. What I don't get is, if there's somebody that they suspect as being a pirate, why are they trying to keep it to themselves instead of trying to alert others of it? I don't know.
Okay, got it? Once the decision's made, there's no turning back. Nothing less than 100%. And remember, it's more than just guns and ships. It's whoever has the most information that wins, right?
Right, we understand. You need to keep your costs and risks as low as possible and stay on schedule.
That's right. You've got it. Huh? What are you looking at?
What do you suppose that was all about? Oh well, whatever. Here we are in the downtown area of Kattleox City. This is where— oh god! This is where you run into terrible drivers who don't know where the heck they're going. But yeah, this is the main city area where we can— okay, yeah, don't stand in the middle of the street or you're gonna get run down by every car in existence. As I almost did just there. Wow. Yeah, the drivers here are not like the ones in Sonic Adventure. They are not going to stop for you if you are in the middle of the road, so don't do that. By the way, these trash pails, there's a quick way to determine if there's anything inside. If you kick it and the lid doesn't come off, that means there's an item inside, so go ahead and check those ones out. Here we're going to find ourselves 10 zenny, but I'm sure we'll find some better items later on. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty big area, pretty nice and homey kind of place. I really like it, and another thing I really like— oh, we found a broken motor here— is all the flavor text that is given to all these doors relative to what's going on. So, there's a pirate attack going on, right? Well, if you check out each of these doors, you'll find some flavor text to go with each one. It's a quiet house, so they must have evacuated. Stuff like that. And we have doors like this. There's a piece of paper that says, absolutely no solicitation. I think it's worth the time to go around and check out each house, because you can find some kind of funny stuff here and there. There's a piece of paper that says, gone to relative's house. Although a lot of them do tend to say the same things. You can hear voices from inside. Hurry up! We've got to evacuate! You can leave that here! No! I can't leave my Street Fighter dolls! Everyone will make fun of me if I don't have them! And why can't we wait until the show's over on TV? What's gotten into you? They're not going to be on TV. All they're showing are emergency news reports. I love the idea that some kid thinks he's going to be made fun of if he doesn't have his Street Fighter dolls. But yeah, there's a number of doors that are like that. Mommy, what's a pirate? I don't know, honey, but we've got to get out of here. And then we've got another one over here. Dad, we can't take that with us. Come on, you've got to leave it here. No! I'm not going to leave my collection of Frank Sinatra records here to get blown up. I just love how random that is. Apparently Frank Sinatra is still pretty popular here in the futuristic year of whatever year this is. I just find it funny that they would put that in there. Anyway, nothing inside this pail, so not going to worry about that for now. There's a piece of paper that says, "We've gone on a trip. Please don't come looking for us." Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot of people want to stick around. And as we head on over here, we find that we are at the library. Yes, it's going to be time to learn some stuff. Also, maybe it's just me, but the librarian looks like a female Gary Oak. This is the library. We won't let the pirates close us down. If the pirates blow up the library, that means the teachers can't make us read any more books. Heh. You have twisted priorities, lady. Oh boy. Anyway, if you look at each of these shelves over here, you can actually find yourself some reading material relative to Kattleox Island, or generally just guides on how to play the game. There's a few of these I think are worth checking out though, so we're going to have a look at a few of these. First one is over here. It's a book about ethics. Let's see. You can judge a man by his actions. People who engage in evil deeds will reveal themselves through their appearance, which will darken and become distorted, a reflection of their inner selves. Sounds like something worth remembering. Yeah, this is subtly hinting at the, morality system that is within the game. If you do bad things in the game, your armor will actually become darker, reflecting the bad things that you've done. Like, if you start attacking good people, or you do generally just mean things that a hero wouldn't do, yeah, that's going to reflect on you in a negative way, and that can actually impact you later on in bad ways. Anyway, gonna check out a couple more of these. This is the History of Kattleox Island, Volume 1. This unpopulated island was discovered some 100 years ago. At the time of its discovery, the surface of the island was almost completely covered with ruined buildings. Kattleox became well known after the discovery of high-quality refractors under the island about 60 years ago. After the discovery of the presence of refractors, it was also known that the island was riddled with underground ruins. Due to the various unfortunate accidents which plagued early exploration attempts and the persistence of the rumors of a legendary curse or disaster, the majority of these ruins were sealed off from the general public. Thus, digging is permitted in only a limited number of ruins. As for the legendary disaster, it is believed by some that every century, an undefined presence that resides underneath the island awakens and destroys all life present on it. And yeah, that's going to be something kind of important to keep in mind later on, especially once we get towards the end of the game. But I'm not going to spoil anything here. Instead, we're going to look at Volume 2. Bear with me, folks. Research conducted by the current mayor of the island, Professor Amelia, shows that there are remnants of several different civilizations on Kattleox. In other words, it appears that previous inhabitants of this island have built a civilization many times, only to have it destroyed each time. This is believed to be the origin of the myth of the legendary disaster that haunts the island. While there is obviously no scientific proof that Kattleox is destined for disaster, many people who believe in the legend choose to leave the island. And in fact, the decreasing population has become one of the island's major concerns in recent years. would probably explain all the silent houses that we saw earlier. The walls and gates that divide the city into various areas are also remnants of ancient ruins, which continue to function even now. These walls, along with the ruins known as the sub and main gates, are a monument to the technological achievements of our ancestor society. Alright, that's all the reading material I'm going to subject you guys to for now. The rest of this is mainly just, like, digger's guides, like, basics about how to go about the ruins in the game, but we don't need to read all that. So let's go ahead and get back to the adventure, shall we? Well, no you don't. I learned my lesson. I'm not going to get hit by any more cars, I can promise you that. Come on. Oh, by the way, there's a little sewer system here that if you go inside of it, you could press a circle button to go into it. And then you'll find yourself going through the sewers. There's a little crack in the wall here. And you'll find a couple of reaver bots from the side here. Now I'm going to press the select button, and maybe you recognize this map. This is the section of the ruins where we found that shop owner being attacked by the worms, and then we went further in to find that rapid fire. So, yeah, just another example of how this place is all interconnected. If we had a certain item, we'd be able to jump up to this ledge and be able to use this sewer to get back up to the central city area. So yeah, that's pretty nifty to know about. Whoa! That was close. I hate the drivers here. Moving right along. Hey, look, it's that girl from before. Walking in the middle of the street, I see. Don't you know it's dangerous over here? What do you want? You've been following me around all day, haven't you? Sorry, but I don't have time to play with you. Just stay out of my way, okay? Well, fine, but don't come crying to me if a car decides to randomly run you down. Huh? Don't you know that all civilians are supposed to evacuate this area? You're just like that girl over there. You don't know you're supposed to do what adults tell you to? Some adults are just so pushy. They never let me do what I want to do. Anyway, here we are in the City Hall area, and this is where the richer folks tend to live. They've all got the same note that says, "We're rich, but we've evacuated and taken all our money, so don't bother trying to break in while we're gone." Yeah, letting the pirates know that you're rich probably isn't the smartest idea. Just saying. Anyway, over here we'll have a police station. And here's where the inspector spends most of his time. It turns out your grandfather, Professor Barrell, is an old friend of the mayor's. I didn't know he was such a renowned archaeologist. And over here we can actually see a news bulletin board. Don't dodge roll, please read the board. So let's see what's in the news. Flying ship crashes in forest. No injuries reported. Inspector left disappointed. And that was the last article. Yeah, kind of a slow news day, I guess. And if we look over here, we can actually see one of the surf bots hiding in a corner. Is he in timeout or something? I'm not here to spy. Not me. He's so subtle. He really blends in with that green plant over there. Only a couple other buildings really worth looking at around here, and also these fancy trash cans. It's a fancy garbage pail. It looks different from the ones in the downtown area. And we can't actually check them, so there's not going to be any goodies in them. Alas. Anyway, just a couple more of the condominiums over here, as well as the bank. This is the bank. A lot of people are nervous with the pirates around, and have come to withdraw their money. And the bank itself is pretty small. There's not really much of a reason to come in here, really. I mean, there's an automatic teller machine, but you can't use it. You don't have any money in the bank. And you can't open an account, so this area is kind of pointless. I figured that since I was evacuating, I should withdraw my money from my account. But I forgot I only have 980 zenny in the bank. Dude, you need to dig more. I found more than that in a hole. This is the bank. If you're planning on evacuating, please be sure to withdraw your money first. Well, no need to worry about that, so that's the bank. Alright, and with that, I think we've seen just about everything that we can about the city area for right now, so let's go on inside to City Hall and check on Professor Barrell. Sorry, no unauthorized entry allowed. Do you have business here? Alright, well, let's talk to this guy and find out what's going on. Hey, you're not the one I was talking to! Professor Barrell? Yes, he's here. He's in a meeting with the mayor. Please wait 1 minute. What did you do? Did you just unlock the door? Thank you for waiting. Go on in. And what are you looking at?
Hey, Mega Man! Come to check up on me, eh? Here, let me introduce you to the mayor of this island, Amelia.
I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you. I'm an old friend of Professor Barrell's. I worked as his assistant for a while I was in school.
It's a small world, isn't it?
To tell you the truth, we've gotten reports that there are some pirates headed this way. I was asking the professor if he might have any idea what they're after.
I'll bet anything they're after the legendary treasure supposedly buried on this island.
There are a lot of stories about the treasure, but no one knows exactly what it is. I thought maybe you might know something about it, Professor.
I've been in the digging business a long time, but I haven't been able to find out anything about this island's treasure except legends and myths. Look, Mega Man, I'll be here for a while talking with Amelia. So why don't you go back and keep an eye on Roll? Tell her not to worry about me, okay?
But what about the pirate attacks? Oh, well, I'm sure you know best. I mean, you're older than me. Also, this door looks like a chocolate bar. Maybe it's just me, though. And yeah, that was actually the second floor we were on. So, we're back on the first floor. Let's head on outside.
It's a dog!
What's that all about?
What? What did I ever do to you?
Oh boy, that looks like trouble. Guess we better go check it out. Luckily, we just dropped down right here. And it looks like those kids are being questioned by the police over here. She's come here to check things out. I'm sure of it. That girl's a pirate? Right. Didn't your mothers ever tell you not to lie? I don't think they're buying it. But it's true, officer. My Paprika found a suspicious-looking girl. She must be a pirate. Paprika being this guy's dog. Are you friends with these kids? Never met them in my life. Never eavesdropped on them ever. Haven't I told you all that you have to evacuate? You don't believe us, do you? I literally just asked that. Alright, better go make sure that girl's alright then. Them little dogs can be vicious, let me tell ya. Also, this place really emptied out in a hurry. No cars or anything. Having a little trouble there?
What are you staring at?
Boy, some people sure have it rough. Anyway, if we talk to this dog here.
Hey, cut it out! Don't you know you can't treat girls that way? Hey, hold on. Down, boy. Down! You all right?
You just mind your own business.
I'm as confused as you are. Oh well, that was a thing, so let's get going. In case you're wondering, yes, we're going to be seeing a lot more of that girl as the series goes on. She's kind of an important character to the story, as you will see. And she is something else, let me tell you. Man, this place really emptied out. It's like a ghost town over here or something. Except for this guy. Hey, Mega Man, what's up? We're always open for business, no matter what. If we can do anything for you, just ask. Well, that's good to hear. And hey, as long as there's nobody here, may as well give this can another kick now that there's nobody to get in my way. I'll never say no to 1,000 free zenny, unless I forget. But even then, I probably intended to do it anyway. There we go. Bonus 1,000 zenny. That's too bad. Too bad. Why is that too bad? Because there's nobody there to give it to me? Doesn't matter, I still got it. Anyway, heading back out to check on Roll now.
Omega Man!
Oh, there's Roll. I'm not going to ask any questions about that ship, though.
Where's Gramps? What? He's talking with the mayor at City Hall? I hope he'll be okay. By the way, did you see those weird-looking ships that just flew past here? I've never seen ones like that before. I wonder whose they are. There goes one. Oh no, they're attacking the city! Gramps is still in there! Mega Man, I'm going to go make sure he's all right. Whoa!
Oh boy, we better go after her. There's no way she can survive against them. Roll, wait, you'll get killed to death! You can't survive out there unless you can phase through walls or something! Oh, well, I guess she can. Well, good for her. Well, sounds like something's really going down. I mean, the music just got all dramatic and stuff, which means there's only one thing to do. Kick the can into the bakery again. Priorities and all that. I'm getting better. But thankfully, the junk shop is still open, and this is the ideal time to go ahead and make our first purchases. We've got a lot of tough stuff coming up, so it would be a good idea to stop by here and buy some items, particularly a few life gauges. And if you've been kicking the can into that bakery enough times, you should be able to fill this up quite nicely. We also need to be sure to buy the energy canteen. It's very similar to the E-tanks, or the sub-tanks of previous Mega Man games, in that you can basically use these to refill your health once it gets too low. Thankfully, unlike those games, it doesn't completely consume it if you don't need all of it, so you can use it again later if there's some left over. We've also got parts that we can buy, such as the Power Razor, which will increase our power even further, as you can see here, and the Range Booster, which will add 2 to our range ability. Let's see, is there anything else here? I don't think I really want any of this stuff, though, so we're gonna leave that. And it looks like I can afford one more extra pack, so I'll go ahead and take it. Alright. Okay, so that'll do for the items now, and now we're rocking an 8-notch life bar, which is very nifty. And this is actually where we're going to call it for now, because we're about to go into a major boss fight. So, join us next time when things really are going to start heating up. I promise you plenty of action for the next part. See you then!